Come with me to make a very easy nursing dress with no pattern. I found this fabric in the Goodwill bins and it was 2 yards wide and about 7 feet long, which is about equivalent to a flat full bed sheet. The very first thing you need to do is fold your flat bed sheet into quarters and then fold it in half again. Next, use a string to find your bust measurement, add 4 inches, and you're going to need to keep that measurement for later. Cut a small curved piece off the top of your triangle, then use pins or something to mark the bottom of your skirt evenly and cut it out. Open up your skirt and then make sure the top of the curve is equal to half of your saved measurement. Now with the remaining scraps, we're going to cut out our bodice pieces, and to do this without a pattern, just hold it up to yourself, see how long you want it, add 1.5 inches and mark that with a pin. Then use 1/4 of your ribbon measurement to mark the width of your bodice, and we're going to make a very simple rectangle and just cut a little neckline in a corner of the rectangle that is not on the finished bed sheet edge. Make a duplicate for the back bodice piece and just make the neckline a little bit higher. Now find some scraps that you can use to make a little cape, fold them in half, and then trace the necklines of your bodice, trim down the edges evenly, and now you have your cape. Let's get started sewing. First of all, sew your back bodice pieces together in the center and hem the center edges of your front bodice pieces. Next, sew the shoulders together and sew the sides shut from the halfway point on down. Then sew the cape shoulders together and sew it right into the neckline by putting the good side of the cape to the wrong side of the fabric so you can sew it together and flip it the right way. Now hem the edges of the cape and add some kind of ruffle right on top. Here you can see how the nursing access makes sense, and it's time to sew the skirt on. Then hem the bottom of the skirt, make a belt, and you're finished. How do you guys like this? Let me know in the comments. Can you believe that a simple rectangle shape works as a bodice? And can you believe that nursing access can look this pretty? Share this if you liked it.